Hello, 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 aloha, everybody. Welcome to Five Questions with the Source. Today's special guest for Five Questions is Yolanda. Brit Family Fun, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I can't complain at all. Got a little reprieve from the heat, not in the 90s with the 100 plus heat index. We're
Good.
at 88. So I was like, okay, I got put something in the oven today.
There you go. Nice. Oh, we'll be looking forward to seeing that food content. You do some really nice content. So
Thank you. It's been so hot. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't turn on the oven.
let's see who's all here today. Let's shout some people out. We got Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle in the building.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Jeffrey W. We got De- Deborah L. Of course, Brit Family Fun is here. She says, "Hey everyone." She's linked. She's linked up, so you can check her out on her channel too. Watch the live there too.
Yes,
Chris,
please show some love to my channel.
there you go. Chris has been awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Tracy's local learnings here to watch a couple of my favorite YouTube creators in gratitude. Look at that. Let's see. We got.
She is so awesome.
She's the best. She's the best. And then we've got Fishy Things is here. Let's see. Oh, Chris says, "Woot woot, Yolanda in the house, y'all." Fishy Things.
Fishy
Uh,
things. I love fishy things. He's so cool.
so great. Oh, we got Diamond in the Sticks coming through you.
Hey, beautiful.
All right, and then we've got Candy K all day.
Yes, Candy K coming to save the day.
Definitely not Candy. It's Kindy. It's really Kindy K.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I said. It sounded like I said candy, but
Yeah.
I did say
Well,
candy.
somebody else. No, somebody else was saying that. So we got just Jason Keto's been here. He's awesome. Welcome, welcome. All right. Look at this crew. We got to greet everybody. You know.
Yes,
Oh, Pretty Heart Conquers here through your channel. Welcome, welcome.
yes. Hey, sugar dumpling.
Yes, indeed. Let's go. Okay, so what we're doing today is five questions with the source. Special guest Yolanda Britt of Brit Family Fun. Um, and a couple updates real quick on the five questions. The next couple episodes after Brit here, next Saturday, we have model Lori Ann is our next guest. And then I'll go ahead and pop a banner on the bottom so you yeah. The Model Orient next Saturday is going to be 2 hours later. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. But there's our upcoming guests on the bottom of the screen there. July 12th, Queen's Alchemy. July 19th, Consuming the Goodness. July 26th, Rising Phoenix.
You better go ahead. You doing the thing up, sir.
August 2nd, Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle. And then we're booking for August. I think Kendi and I are in discussion, so we'll make sure to lock that in. Check your email if you haven't responded, Kendi. So there's that. And then let's pop your banner on the screen there. Five questions with the source. Special guest Yolanda, Brit Family Fun. Okay. All right. So the format of today, what we do is we do little icebreaker here, and then we'll jump into, and it's called word association game, and we'll jump into the five questions, get to know Yolanda more and about her channel, and then we do like another another. It's not ice. It's more of a fire, rapid fire, and then we connect with the audience and bring up on stage a couple, panelists if you want to, ask questions or pose comments to Yolanda or whatnot. Okay, so let's see who else just popped in real quick here. We've got Anna Banana here. Welcome in. And awesome people. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Okay, Kendi's locking in. So Kendi, August 9th will be Kendi K. That'll be awesome with five questions and Kendi K all day. Well, 2 hour interview though. Uh, Sa- Sam Gloves is here through your channel. Sam
Hey,
Gloves, welcome.
Sam.
Uh, today's winner of the sports spin wheel. Just so y'all know, today is Saturday. Musical Kill Shot. Jay from the UK, Musical Kill Shot, is who we're supporting today on the support spin wheel. Okay,
Mm.
so let's get into a little icebreaker here. Let's get this ball rolling.
Sure.
Let's see here. Are you ready, Yolanda?
Yes, I am ready.
All right. Yes, indeed. All right. So, word association game.
Okay.
The first word on the list. Oh, welcome, Alvin Dimapin. How do I say it? Dimapindan? He's a very supportive YouTuber. Welcome in. Okay. So, someone said hey to Phoenix. So Phoenix came in, or no? I don't think. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. Um. Okay. So first word on the list. Word association game. Your family, Yolanda.
Yes, my family. Uh, oh, I should not.
Oh,
Funny,
funny. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Welcome.
loving.
Loving. Yes, indeed. Okay. Welcome in, Chris Horde. Appreciate you being here. The next one is YouTube.
Challenging.
Challenging.
I don't say that in a bad way. I mean, I've
Right.
been on YouTube since 2015, but I
Mm,
have not always been this what do you call it? This persistent in my pursuit with it. If
right.
you understand what I'm saying? I haven't always been this persistent in my pursuit with it. I have been on here since 2015, but only within the last, I want to say, end of February, March, did I come back like really,
Yeah.
really strong with it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know, fear is what it was. Like, who's
Yeah.
gonna listen to me? I'm older,
Right.
like who's gonna listen to me? It was those things. Once I got out of my head, shout out to Rising Phoenix because she was like, stop, girl, like you really can't do this. This community is amazing and it's supportive. And I kind of felt like, I don't know, because I know how Facebook is. She was
Right.
like, you can't compare the two because they're different,
Hmm.
social media, but it's a totally different uh platform. It is. It's almost like a whole nother world over here.
Right. Yep.
So everybody is really supportive and they're just not supportive. They're genuine. They want if
Yeah.
they have something you don't know, they're willing to share it without saying, hey, give me $1,000 or give me $300 or whatever it is.
Mhm.
They just really share it because they really do want you all to win
Yes. Yes,
or
indeed.
us. I can't leave
Um,
myself out.
and so we got a couple more people just came in. We got Raw Footage and the Solomon Project. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Mr.
Um,
Richard Burns.
Yes, and then also when we're done with the word association game, I usually do like your bio and some pictures on the screen. I'll do that after the word association game.
Cool.
So, all right, next word on the list is faith.
Faith. For me, I just Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus. That's one clear word to sum it all up because it's so many things that encompass that. I've heard some people say like, well, I'm not religious like you. I was like, wrong word for me. And that's not being mean, just wrong word. I don't consider myself to be religious at all. I think
right,
there's a major difference between religion and relationship.
for
And
sure.
so that's what helps me with my faith. It's Jesus for real. Because without him, I wouldn't be able to do anything that I do. I wouldn't be able to be a single mother of 4 kids or manage having 2 special needs kids if it
Mm,
wasn't for Jesus.
right.
I don't see any other way of doing it outside of him.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Jerry G in the house. Welcome, brother.
Hey, Jerry.
Next one on the word association game is get fit with Brit.
You affectionately gave me that name. We were on a live one day, and I think a troll was doing their best. They was throwing everything they had at me. And you came in. like a brother, uncle. You came in and you started throwing all of these ideas. And when you say get fit with Brit, it just I'm gonna try not to be emotional, but it's hard. Um, so if I cry a little bit, y'all bear with me. For me, that was big. Get fit with Brit, because when I left my current home and I moved to a new place, for a while I was just in a funk, like foggy. I didn't have a lot of motivation like I did before I came here to a new home. You know, I was sleeping a lot. I was just trying to pull strength from everywhere, and it's something about Get Fit with Brit for me that just it was like it was like starting a fire, It was starting a fire. And to hear people say, I'm proud of you, you're doing good, like, don't give up. Y'all have no idea, you know,
Yeah.
y'all have no idea what that means to me at all. You have no idea. It was just, like I said, it was like being given a trophy and a fire at the same time, you
Mm.
know. And it was just, I was like, you just have no idea, Deron, what that meant for me. Um, to say that, Get Fit with Brit. I was like, you know what? One day I'm gonna have my merch line here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have some hats and some mugs and some t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna have a Get Fit with Brit kids line, thrown in there too for
Yeah.
kids and teenagers, So you made me think about so many things. And I'm like, I got an idea book. I can throw that right in my idea book, you know? And
Yep.
then after a while, I'll be at the place where I'll be able to copyright stuff and make it something meaningful for families. Cause my baby was like, I was just stretching one day and he was like, well, can you show me what you're doing? You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? Can I stretch with you?
Mhm.
And I even grabbed the professor, the one that does the fun facts on my page. And sometimes we'll sit on the floor and we'll stretch together and things like that. So, it's making them, want to do more. So it's good.
Look at that. Candy Cake bought one of your hula hoops. Look at that. Awesome.
I'm so glad.
I've been watching your live. You are very consistent with your live streams, and you exercise almost every day, it seems. And yeah, I see you like right now. You're already inspiring people to also exercise too. But as you get more, fit or whatnot, as you move into this, more people will be, like you said, kids and adults, all ages, will be, motivated to get fit too. So that'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, all right. Next one on the list. We had a lot of great comments about, yeah, go ahead, be emotional. No, don't worry about it. And lots of hearts and lots of like people crying with you and like lots of good stuff.
I
So,
appreciate you guys. Y'all just don't know what it means to me.
for sure. Okay. Yeah. All right. So next one on the list is okay, and this is where I really started to see you on YouTube is Rising Phoenix. Tell us about.
Oh my gosh, Rising Phoenix for me, she is an amazing human being. We met on Facebook, actually, another her and another young lady called honestly Andrea. And that both of them just I used to be real nervous there too. Like, who is going to listen to me? And I don't know what to say. They would always say, don't worry about it. Just come on and just be you, just be natural. She was like, don't be afraid. So sometimes both of them would join me on a live on Facebook, and we just became closer and closer. And I think one of the many things that struck me with Rising Phoenix is that when she found out her mom had leukemia, she invited me into her world, you
Right.
know, up until the time when her mom, passed away back in November. And to me, that was major, because it was unexpected. You don't expect to build genuine bonds when it comes to social media, because some people are not candid or real. But
Right.
the both of them, were very, very real for me. And then, like I said, she's the one that said, "Hey, come on over to YouTube." It's supportive over here. They are going to support you for real, and um that's exactly what happened. I mean, Rising Phoenix is stronger than she realizes. I know sometimes she'd be like, "What? Why do you
Mhm.
call me strong? I don't feel strong." Um, but I'm like, you just have no idea how strong you are. And people see the strength in you even when you don't see it in yourself. So she just really pushed me and encouraged me for a while, for weeks and weeks and weeks. She even came on every time I came on YouTube. She
Mhm.
was there, right there by my side every time. And then every so often she'll text me and say, "I see you out there flying, you out there doing interviews and you're showing up and getting on StreamYard with people." She was like, "I'm so proud of you." And I am so proud of her too. She is, even in the midst of going through all of what she went through just in the last 2 days. For those that know, she had a child that tried to commit suicide to jump off one of the highest bridges in Ohio.
Wow.
And that floored me when I heard it because I consider her kids my nieces and nephews, and I automatically started praying about it. I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning with her and her babies on my mind. So she means a lot to me. It's like another sister that is really there. I mean, she'll check on me. I can call her, talk her head off, snot, booger, cry. She will just be patient, and she'll never make me feel less than a person when I have those moments. So I appreciate it. Chip Low, are you locked in?
Yes,
I'm
indeed.
sorry. I just had to look up and see it. I didn't mean I'm not ignoring anybody. I saw every message that came up. But I just wanted to say that real quick.
Cool, perfect. We got 21 million people in here. 23. Shout out to some people that just came in. We got from your channel, Sweet Hearty O Cookie Ice Cream. Is that how you say it? Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
Majestic Lion Eyes. We got model Lori Ann. We got Chip. Are you locked in the building? All right. Thanks everybody for being here.
I'm still here. If
Rudy,
I look away for a second, it's because I'm commenting on my phone as well, just to keep it going.
Rudy's here. Welcome, welcome. Makeup mom and son is here. Welcome, welcome. All right,
Hey, everybody.
hello everybody. Let's continue the word association game. So next one, this might be a little sensitive too.
I'm on an interview. Don't shut me no more.
Next one is single parent.
Single parents. It's tough. Being a single parent is tough. I've been a single parent, as far as I'm concerned, for 28 years. That's no shade to exes or whatever, but as far as I'm concerned, I've been a single parent for 28 years. Has it been easy? Definitely not. But again, if it was not for God, if it was not for Jesus, I would not have been able to do any of it. Any of it. Have we had struggle? Yes. Have I been that parent that have had to fast to make sure my kids ate? I have. That is my truth. I'm not ashamed to say it. I have gone through that before. Um, Being a single mom has taught me passion and compassion for people, even outside of my household. You know, um, it really has, because single parenthood is not for the faint of heart at all. You know what I'm saying? Um, Sometimes you don't feel strong. You're like, how did I do that? How did that happen? But when you look back, you be like, you know what? How did that person end up knocking on my door with groceries and I never made a phone call? So
Right.
you know, I just believe God will put you on people's heart, you know. Um, it's not that I'm calling around and begging people or crying about a story or anything. Sometimes things just happen unexpected. And even on this platform, people have, "Hey, what's your cash app?" I'm talking about people that have never seen their face ever. So it's not easy, but it's worth it when you see your kids growing and and thriving, even when they have challenges. It's rewarding. So I say, even though it's not easy, it's worth it if you just hang in there, and if you just know that you're not alone, and that there's so many resources out there available to help you if you just ask around. I know some people, I don't want nobody to know my business. Nobody said you don't have to tell everybody everything.
Right.
Just say, do where I can find such and such, whatever it's food or clothes or whatever it is. There are resources available. So that's what I can say about that. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Uh, You're doing great. Welcome in Crystal's world. Welcome, welcome.
Hey,
Uh,
hey.
Hey. All right. Yep, Chris has been in here, and I also see someone else down here real quick. Marlon Wow, welcome in, Marlon Wow. Appreciate you being here. All
Hey,
right, continuing on here. Next one on the word association game is autism.
autism. Ooh,
Mm,
autism is so broad. I think
yeah,
when I first heard the word autism, it was way before I even found out I had a child that had autism.
right.
And at first, you didn't think a lot about it. But when it hits you home, it's like, okay, what am I going to do? For a long time, I didn't even want to say the word.
Mm,
Saying the word would almost bring me into automatic tears. You
right.
know what I mean? Because it felt like life had sucker punched me. Like, some people like, oh, for real? Yeah, for real. That's my truth. That's what I felt like. I was like, it's because sometimes people can be overly uh like, what could you have done that caused this? People can do all of those things. But once I discovered that my first child was my 28-year-old was
Yeah.
autistic. Like I said, for a while I cried a lot. I didn't understand it. I felt punished. I felt hurt. I'm like, well, what did I do wrong? And all of those things. And one day, just what came back to my remembrance was I was in elementary school. I'm talking about first, second grade. You're talking about seven, eight, around there, five, six, seven, around there, seven, six, whatever. I remember getting off my bus and a half a block looking over, you could see it was another school. It was a school for children with special needs. I remember seeing kids get off the bus in wheelchairs, crutches, walkers, you name it. I saw it. And I remember that day I was little, I wasn't even 8. And I remember saying, I want to work with kids like that when I
Mm,
get older, not even thinking that
right.
I would be an autism mom twice. Didn't
Right.
even think about that. I'm thinking teacher, actually working in the school. That's what I'm thinking. Not that I was going to be an autism mom. I never would have thought it until that came back. And that was like, huh, okay. I wouldn't have thought that at that age, saying that I want to do that, that it would come full circle and I would end up uh being an autism mom. Like, it changes your life. My children are on different ends of the spectrum. My daughter, she is moderately to severely autistic, but independent at the same time to a certain extent, if you understand what I'm saying. My other child, the professor, the one's name is Nehemiah, him, he's very high functioning, but he's very quiet. He
Right.
doesn't open up unless he feels comfortable to do so. Um, and so it is just caused me to look at the world different. When I'm out, I'm not all up on my nose. Oh, look at them bad so and so kids. Somebody need to discipline them. They need their butt whoop, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, there are some bad behind kids. Trust me, I know mine be bad sometimes. But, but in a nutshell, I'm not judgmental and looking up like, oh, they need to discipline. They need to do something with that child right there. Or I've had people tell me, this one that rocked my world, that hurt me, a married couple. He said, you be fine. Your daughter need her butt whooped. You need a man in your life. And I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? And I'm not against marriage. I'm not against on it. Been there, done that. I'm just not right now. But to have people say that, whole married couples, you need a man in your life, somebody to whoop your daughter butt to get her straight. You need this and you need that to make it work like this or that. And I'm like, wow, that was a really ignorant statement, to say. I mean, the things that people have said along the way will blow your mind. But at the same time, it has made me stronger. It has made me a lot more sensitive. I have met special needs adults here on this platform. And guess what? I love them. And when I see people kind of getting irritated and upset, I'm like, okay, not everybody can handle what you handle. I become defensive, you know. Thank you. I become defensive. I'm like, yo, don't come for them. Don't mess with Sam Gloves, okay? Yes, I know he repeats things, but it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Um, and Rudy and Sam, and there's a couple of other ones that I've met along the way. Like I love them, you know. I don't know. I just learned so much. My daughter used to take all my silverware out my drawer, guys, line them up on the floor in the bathroom of all places. So I had to go get a whole nother set of silverware, or she would take everything out of the closet, all the shoes, line them up now neatly side of the closet
Right.
and play in the empty closet. So I'll be like, Lord have mercy. So I've learned, it gave me a lot of patience.
Right.
That not to say that I don't ever lose my patience. I do. I have to uh regroup sometimes and think about it. And one day I was reading somewhere, I don't know which platform, um, the platform, hey, shh, hey, lower your voice. Thank you. Um, I heard that the things that autism parents deal with um are equivalent to a person who has been in war,
Mm,
mentally. I was like, wow, I never thought about that because it's true. We deal with a lot of things that most people don't see as normal stuff. So
right. Yeah.
pretty
Okay. Well,
much.
thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Hey,
sharing.
Lee,
Yeah, this is the thing about word association game is it's an icebreaker, but it ends up being like real like an interview, like a lot of good stuff comes out of it, because
it
it's
does.
like just piercing the veil of opening everything up. So welcome in the 5Gs. Welcome in Coach Mean Reen. I hope I didn't miss you the first time when you commented, but welcome in Coach Mean Reen. Jace is here from your channel, and Lee Cole from your channel. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate y'all being here, and this is
Yes.
five with the source with special guest Yolanda Britt of Britt Family Fun. And we're doing the icebreaker, and we're getting ready to. We're gonna go over to the her bio now. We're gonna do her bio and some pictures. Um, get this thing started off. Let's see, lots of great comments. I'm putting them on the screen before we head over there. Is the 5Gs. Tracy's heading back to work. All right, thanks for being here. Raw Footage says you're doing great, Yolanda.
Thank you. Thank you, raw footage.
For a special mother. I think she's talking about you. So a special
Thank
anointing.
you.
Okay.
Gosh, thank you. You guys gonna have me a
Oh,
bag of it's crying in a whole lot.
and yeah, Fishy, you probably know, has an autistic, or has his daughter, 16 years old, 200 pounds, still has tantrums and fits like a toddler. Yeah, and that's another thing. When I say get fit with Brit, and we see like where you're at, but then where you'll be and how much you're helping people with it. Like same thing with you being an autistic parent and the wisdoms that you have to share. That you can build that out more, and how you show up and how you help parents of autistic children, and they can build that out too. So, and I'll come up with a fun name for it.
Of course, you always do. You just don't know how to. I have to bring my book of ideas with me and keep a pen whenever you show up because I always end up with these nuggets that I can write in there. And I've just gotta start opening up my book and saying, hey, this is going to happen. No more waiting. It's your time. It's your season. And in my opinion, it's not just not for me. It's for anyone who's listening. If you've been sitting on things that you've been afraid to do, it's time. It's time to jump out there. Don't worry about what you don't have. Just start, even if you talk about it. See, you
Yeah.
guys are under y'all get me, fishy things, diamond in the sticks. Everybody, y'all get me. I love y'all. I love y'all for real.
Exactly. All right. So let's get the bio going here. Okay. So first off, I'll pop up on the screen her image, her channel image there. So there's Brit Family Fun. You're getting close to 1,000 subs.
Yes, I'm very close. I'm so ecstatic about it because, like I said, Rising Phoenix pulled me over here like a rope. Like, girl, you better come on over here and put your feet in the water, you
Mm,
know, and dip your toe in there and let it get up to your ankle, then let it get to your hips. Come on, let's go.
yep. And
So,
then it really is Brit Family Fun because like 2,000 videos, but like Nehemiah, like all his facts, his like awesome facts shares, and some of those short couple thousand views on him now. And
yeah,
then Solomon, him playing basketball or, talking about his Spanish since first grade, learning Spanish as a little kid since first grade. And all these things and all your experience. Of course, I see your cooking content. Of course, each of your kids' content is your oldest son content there too. And then just different experiences and your cooking and each of your kids. So 2,000 videos. There's a lot of facts. Nehemiah has shared a lot of facts on there. So yeah,
yes,
yes indeed. And then with your bio here, description. Yeah, okay, so it says my son. This is Yolanda. My son, the professor, shares fun facts. We also share cooking videos and a variety of other things to bring a smile to your day. Also, join me live and get fit with Brit and chat. Let's work together on to wellness. And then it got like your channel's been going a long time, but yeah, like you said, you just got back on here and you've been really going at it like these past months. But yeah,
yeah,
2015, you've got almost 200,000 views. This is really impressive. It's definitely a family thing. All your whole
yes,
family's great. Like when you come to Maui and when you go to Jamaica and all the different things you're going to be doing, it's going to be
yeah.
like you get ice cream because you did a lot of this. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's been quite the journey. I mean, these 4 months just been plowing away, almost 5 months with YouTube. I feel funny, when I can't be on here. But one thing I am learning that it's okay to take a break because everyone needs it. You know what I mean? I just
right.
heard a story today that kind of floored me of a young lady who was in charge of a restaurant. She had worked 7 days a week
Mm.
for years. And one day she decided to take 3 days off. She laid down to rest and she did not wake up.
Oh,
And that story floored me. I know we have some people that then go 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 all gas, no brakes. You know what I'm saying? But I just couldn't disagree with that more.
right.
If you ever need a moment to step away, guess what? You can turn on your video, do a long form, do a couple of them, let them play, and then step back and relax a little bit. It's okay to take a breather and go smell some fresh air or take a walk or whatever it is you got to do, but it's good to step away and just, like I said, take a moment for yourself because you can get so lost you don't think about you. We all need breaks, and so that's it.
Sure. Oh, for sure. All right, let me pop up some more pictures on the screen here. Let's see
Yeah.
here. Uh, so we've got you sent me over some stuff. So what do you think about that?
One of my actually one of my Facebook followers, she would always send me bunches and bunches of them. And sometimes people just randomly send them to me, so I'm grateful because I don't know how to create them. So, I just think it's a blessing. So I started using them. I just recently probably within 2 months' time, started learning how to do thumbnails.
Right, right, right. Okay. Let's see next one. So yeah, just some cool pictures of you.
That's
Yeah,
my reason here because I was looking like Don King for a while. So I had to do something. I had to get the hair fixed.
yeah.
It's my hair, bro. I didn't
Oh,
think I would be able to put back on my head wraps with short hair,
yeah.
but I figured out how a way to do it, so I was excited.
You had the outfit for sorry again. I'm drawing blanks, but your outfit for the holiday recently, the full shirt
Oh,
and
Juneteenth. Yeah, Juneteenth with my shirt, my pants, and my earrings. Yeah, I love, I love Afrocentric stuff, but I also love, just generally eye-catching earrings.
yes.
Eye-catching earrings. I was like, girl, somebody messaged me on a live and they said, hey, listen, I think it was Coach Lala. She said, girl, what kind of earrings you got on today?
Uh, yes,
And I
indeed.
thought it was so cute. You don't realize people pay. I was like, people really pay that much attention to my earrings, but I
Yes.
love it though.
I got a couple of pictures just from your channel. Is it okay to share like your shorts page with Nehemiah on there? Yeah.
Sure, absolutely, it's no problem. My
Yes.
baby's faces.
Yep. And playing basketball, Solomon playing basketball, but like thousands of views. Like that's the thing about he's been doing these facts for a while, and it built up from a small count to thousands of views.
since
So
since the pandemic, and I think it was actually my idea. I
yeah,
knew the pandemic kind of took us all through a loop for a minute, but I
yeah,
was trying to get him just to come out of his shell for a bit and
yeah,
start doing facts, not even knowing that the facts would kind of take off like they did. People was like, well, you should just give him his own channel. I try not to throw too much at him
yeah,
because he is a college student. So, I don't want him to be all overwhelmed trying to balance his college and a whole page and everything. I was like, we can just do it as a collective and, leave it there. And sometimes I'm like, okay, it's been a minute. You need to come off. Let's get it done. Let's get some more facts done because the people really love them, and he will come on and give a big smile and say a big hello to everyone sometimes.
yeah. Oh
You
yeah,
want to
is he
say
coming?
hi? You want to say hi real quick? You don't have to stay long. Scared? Ain't no nothing to be scared of. It's just me and the source and our live friend.
Hi.
Hey, what's up, man?
That's Mr. Duran. His name is the source on YouTube. And they
Okay.
love your fun facts. There
Okay.
are a lot of people watching him
Yeah,
watching us on my channel, see, and your and his.
Cool.
All right.
well, cool. Thanks for
All right.
coming.
He came in and said cool and gone.
You're doing great. Computer science, bro. You're doing awesome.
He said thank you.
All right, and also helping with the younger bro. We see you, bro.
He does. He really does. If I'm,
Oh man.
trying to get in a little extra snooze on the morning, especially in the summer months. He's up, his brother will go right to him. Can you fix me something? He gets a little demanding. He's like, okay, today I want French toast. And then the next day it's like, I want oatmeal. And can you fix me some hash browns today? And I'm like, listen, he is not your personal garçon. He's your brother. He's not your, this ain't a bed and breakfast right here.
See, you
So
give him a name like Solomon, and he's gonna be a king. I mean, I see what you said. Like he thinks he's the one that runs the show. Even though he's what 11 or so. So,
yes.
uh, but yeah, I think he's got some. He's gonna be a good one too. He's definitely gonna. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I'm just waiting for him to break through his shyness with
right.
with Spanish because he gets a little, even though he's been in it since the first grade, he's still kind of quite shy with it. But every once in a while, off in the distance, like he'll be off in another corner, and I'll hear him speaking full on Spanish. He'll be looking at something, I mean, literally talking full on Spanish, and I'm like trying not to alert that I can hear him. So I'm like
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is
Like,
great.
I'm like, he really knows. Because with me, it's he acts as if he doesn't know anything. Like, I
Right.
don't know anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Weekends with Nay has been with us a little bit. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you. From your channel, let's see here. I got a couple other ones. Let's just pop one of these up here. This is just when you and Rising Phoenix were really like when you were there for her in a big way, and all of us were like trying to be there for her during that time. But you were like running it.
Yes.
You and our other sister were like running the like fundraisers and like live streams, and like, hey, everybody, let's support our sister. And so,
Oh yeah.
and then this
Yeah.
other is just showing how consistent you are with the live streams, and
Yep, that's my oldest son in the orange shirt. Yep, that's my oldest son. He has a organization called Affirm Futures, and he's written his first book. I'm sorry, I was supposed to go and get the link from him, but I'll get the link from him on his book. You guys, if you can, I'm not saying, but if you can, if you could purchase the book, teenagers, you have teenagers around you, be a blessing, get a book, pass it to another teenager. Not even adults could check it out too.
on a second.
That would be awesome. I'll get the link from him so I can post it on my community page later. But his name is Jeremiah, and I'm so proud of him now. He's dove into finances, and he previously used to work with troubled children as well. So I just wanted to say that real quick.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, you're about to. Oh, I probably hit 2,000. I probably got 2,000 subs or something. But you're at 949, by the way. I think you're about to pass 950, which every 50 is a milestone too.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
be 50s. The 50s are big. The first 50 going live and all
Yes.
that. Celebrate
Yes.
every 50. All right. Welcome in to Creative and Explorers BK. Welcome in.
Hey guys.
Yeah, welcome. But like Crystal was congratulating Britt's 1K. I guess we already see the future because you're at 949. You're not at 1,000 yet. But you're coming.
It's gonna happen, and I'm excited. It's so many awesome people. Crystal, she's amazing. I remember watching her. I think she was at 600 one day, and like 2 or 3 days later, she was at over 1,000, and she was just so overwhelmed with gratitude and happiness for all of those who kind of showed up really, really strong.
That's okay.
But I mean, it doesn't come without merit because she put in the work. I mean, this beautiful soul up at 6:30 in the morning doing lives for 2 hours. And she's doing
So,
it. So
Chip, are you locked in? Is saying if we all share this out, she's definitely about to hit 1,000K. That's basically what
appreciate you, Chip.
everybody
Chip's
shares.
another one too. It's so many of you guys that are amazing. I just, highlighted Chip in this 1 second because I mean, the way he gives, I mean, he's a father, he's a husband, he's a part of the great Are You Locked In community. He's out in the community doing work. I mean, this is all while working, you know, other jobs. And he is a great example of a man who is out here just dropping gems, because the gems that he drops amongst other content creators out here, people charge thousands and thousands of dollars for that, and he's dropping them without being like, you got to pay me $100 just for doing it. He's not he's building solid communities within the Argue Locked In community. So I just think that's amazing. I'm gonna leave that there
Yeah, I
too.
guess he's sharing you out. He's going to share you out over at Tuber Chat too. So yeah, I think a
Thank
thousand.
you.
And then let's go ahead and continue on. Spouse wife, welcome spouse wife. Spouse wife said that she's my 2,000 subscribers. So woohoo, yay, 2,000.
Woohoo!
All right. Um, okay, so let's go ahead and continue on. I think I got through all the pictures in the bio. And now we'll go into the 5 questions. Let's go over there. That's good. Yep. All right. So now 5 questions. So we're gonna get to know Yolanda a little bit better here. Uh, don't get nervous. I've enjoyed that lately, actually. Like the question, like maybe, yeah, if you could share more about like when you start sharing about yourself, share about your kids and the different ages and some of that stuff. And so, first question is, who are you, Yolanda? Tell us a bit about yourself and your background.
Okay. Well, as you guys know, I am Yolanda, and Brick Family Fun is my channel. A little bit about me. I was raised in a two-parent home. I was raised in a very my parents kept me in church all the time. We were there for everything. We did days where our whole family had to go to church and clean the church. My both of my parents were deacons within the church. Um uh I grew up initially in the Baptist church, but later on moved into like a non-denominational. Once I kind of spread my wings and got out like on my own. Um, I just 2 years ago, I just lost my father. Outside of that, I a part of who I am, I could not go without saying I was a victim of domestic violence at one point in my life. I was also a victim of child molestation.
Mm,
Not just from a family, and I say the term loosely, a family friend, even several guys within my neighborhood where I grew up, previously, several guys within the neighborhood. I've been molested by um, going to babysitters by her son. So, without all of those things, I would not be the person that I am today. I've had people ask me, how is it that you didn't end up with serious addictions or strung out or whatever the case may be. Um, I had a point in my life where I did. I was drinking heavily at one point just to try to numb the pain of all the said things that I went through. These are real things, they're not made up. It's my real life. I really went through them. Um uh I just wouldn't be who I was today. Uh would I erase it? No. And some people be like, "Girl, are you crazy? All the hell you went through in your life and you wouldn't want to erase it?" No, because it wouldn't have taught me what I did, what I've some of the things that I've learned today. Um, I was born in Washington, D.C., so I do consider myself very much a native Washingtonian, because I am. I am a Commanders fan. Now, no, I don't have Commanders stuff plastered all over my house because financially I can't afford all that stuff. Would I want my own Redskins room? You damn all right, I would. But I mean they're Commanders, but um yeah, I mean all of those things being raped or being molested. Yes, I was raped before too, before the age of 18, um, to a trusted family friend in church, a church guy. Okay. So for a while that just made me bitter against church. Yes, I was still going, but there was just still this, you can't trust nobody. But I learned to that there are people that I could trust along the way. Um, but it also gave me an eye. I don't ever say all that I see because I see a lot. You know, um, Not a whole lot gets past me. I might not see it in the moment, but eventually I'm going to see it. I'm going to dream it. It's going to come up some kind of way. That is just who I am. All of those things that I've gone through, as tragic as they may seem, um, I don't think I would change them because, like I said, it would not make me who I am today. You know what I'm saying? I would not be able to. There was not a time, if you asked me that question, that I wouldn't almost be on the floor in tears, gasping for breath, because it was like hearing it, it made me want to relive it. But I'm to the point in my life where I no longer relive it. Do I get emotional sometimes? Yes, but it's not because I'm reliving it, it's because I'm like, oh my God, he was really with me. God was really, really, really with me. You know what I'm saying? Do I have visible scars? I do. You see that finger? It can't bend. The difference is here. This finger is straight. This is not. This was broken in domestic violence and it never healed properly, and I never got it, fixed or whatever. I mean, it's stories for days. I do have them, and I hope that, one day really soon that I am able to put it in a book. I've had the name probably for more than 15 years of a book, just not the resources to start it. But I just believe that this is a different season in my life, and those things are going to change where I'll really be able to take that name and take some of the things that I've put. If you think I've shared it all, think again. That when I say this was just a teardrop in a bucket, it's just little bits and pieces, because I want to write a book and I want people to say, you know what? That's that chick from YouTube. Let's get that book. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that book. But it it made me strong, you know? It made me not lose hope even in some of the most challenging moments. I have a friend at my church that just released a book. It's called Change Beyond the Challenge, The Inconveniences of a New Season. And I feel like that's exactly like where I am because it is a season. Imagine being in your home for 13 years and then being told they're about to sell the house, so you got to move in 30 days. You got to pack up everything you've had 30 days. And then they gave me a month extension. So 60 days to pack up everything I've had for 13 years and then move in a whole different part of town was a lot. So it definitely is a new season full filled with challenges and all kinds of things, but I'm not going to give up. Thank you, Chris. I'm not going to give up at all. So, those are just some of the things that have made me uh who I am today.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Um,
Thank you.
well, quick shout out here. Boogie Time is here. An author, multiple times author. So
Thank you.
there's potential coach there for when you're ready. Get It Together Wellness is here from your channel. Get It Together Wellness, and Rodney and Melissa Evolving are here. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate y'all. And Marnisa just came in. Welcome, Marnisa. Appreciate you. And Chris, beautiful.
Amazing.
And you say, love y'all. Uh, you're doing great, Yolanda. Parenting while you're doing a live interview, and yes. All right. Let's see here. Next, the next question. Can you tell us a little bit more? I think you told us a pretty good amount about your kids, but 28 and what's going.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. No, I'm not sorry, but I apologize. So I have a 28-year-old. She is moderately to severely autistic. That is my diamond. Um, then I have my 27-year-old, which I talked about him, his book and his business. His name is Jeremiah. Um, he's 27, Diamond is 28. Then there's the professor, Nehemiah. He is 20, but he's about to be 21. So he's about to hit a milestone, August 28th. So I did make a link for him from Amazon so I can post that soon as well because 21 is a big deal and he's just been a great kid. And then affectionately my very feisty, rambunctious, little mouthy, but sweetheart nonetheless, Solomon, my bilingual child, was number 4. Yep, Mr. Feisty. And he's literally, I can reach out and touch him. He's so close to me, being hard headed and not getting off of this Fortnite
Yeah.
video. But
Indeed.
anyway, but yes, so I've had 4. Um, and him being the youngest, he is my most feisty. Um Thank you. I love you, Rising Phoenix, my sister. Thank you. And so, in Rising Phoenix eyes, she always says, "That's the one that can never do any wrong in my eyes." And she always tells me that he can never do any wrong.
Right.
And so he eats that up like your favorite slice of cake. He
Right.
does.
I
But
bet.
yes.
He's a baby, so but something that you do uh, I never growing up I was never sent outside to run up and down the block when I was a kid. Tell us about that. Tell us about that.
So yeah, Coach Mean Green, she got on my case real good. She wasn't mad, so don't think she was. It wasn't that. Um I think we were outside and I was just trying to help him burn off some energy because some days it's too hot. What I'm gonna tell him go outside and play outside in 111. Today's heat is not the daggone same as it was back in the day when our parents would put us out there and make us play in the heat. It's just not the same. So, that particular day, I was like, yes, thank you. I was just like, run, please. Just run up and down the sidewalk. Burn off some of that energy. On rainy days, even with the professor, I was like, oh, you owe me 15. Let's get it. Because my steps go up, literally. If I show them to you, the steps go from here to here, up. And it's very steep. I think Fatima said it's a 45-degree angle. And so
Okay.
that's pretty a serious angle. And sometimes I was like, okay, guys, let's get it. You go first, the next one go first. And then I'll hit it.
Yes.
Um,
Um
I'll let them go up and down the steps. So, yeah, that's what that's about. I think one day he didn't listen like he's doing now, and he refused to get off of playing the video game. And I was
yep.
like, okay, so will you give me 15 up and down the steps? You
Yep.
give me 65 jumping jacks, three wall sits, three planks, and maybe like 7 or 8 seconds each, you know. And then you jump some rope as many times as you can keep that rope under your feet, hit it until you can't hit it no more. And I
Um,
know he'd be like, huh, but he's gotten so used to it now. The rope, he was like, okay, let's go, let's do it. We can do it. So it's making him. I did it with my 27-year-old now, and he has become quite the athlete. He's played basketball probably since oh, thank you. He's played basketball ever since before high school. And even now, I see him doing videos of running on a beach boardwalk.
nice.
And so it makes me proud. I used to make him carry, we had big old books, encyclopedias and stuff growing up. And so on our off days, I would put them in his backpack and make him walk with him up the hill. And some people just thought I was being so mean, but it was never like yelling, cussing, hollering, screaming. It was none of that. I said, look at you today. Would you
Yep.
would have ever told me you was a runner? And I was never what you call like a runner and all of that, but I was always like you wouldn't believe it, but yes, I played basketball, I played volleyball, I was part of the pep squad, the business club, I did, all of those things. So, with my boys, I try to build them up, just to gain them some confidence. Even like I'm not a push upper, but I showed my son how to do push ups off the step, until he gained more confidence to just do them straight out. So, just that's how I do that to kind of help them burn energy too, and then kind of build their confidence as well.
Yeah, I see. It's like, and then I'm seeing the get fit with Brit. Like, I'm like, now I really see it. I really see it. You're like, yeah, didn't your oldest son, is he military as well?
He's not. He's not military. No, like I said, I just used to do stuff like that with him growing up. I mean, I put the books in his backpack. You
Yeah.
know, um, when he was cutting up, we did the arms in the air or the arms out in front of us like this, holding things or holding heavy water bottles. You know what I'm saying? I have videos. I can't find them right now. I wish I could show them with Solomon holding water bottles, like, why are you doing this to me? You must hate me. And it wasn't like that I was yelling obscenities or acting like a big drill shot sergeant. And it's like, no, I try to teach him that there's
Discipline.
consequences to your actions, and this thing is not going to kill you. It's not, like I said, it's not, it doesn't come with the obscenities and the being mean and nasty. It's none of that. It's like, hey, in life there are consequences. I'm an adult, and if I don't take care of bills, the light's going to get cut off. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? If I don't do the things that I'm supposed to do, guess what? I have the answer to for
Yeah.
whatever that consequence is. So I'm just trying to teach them that life is not, it's not freedom in a sense where you can just do everything you want and get away with it. It's just not like that. So that's where all of that. Yeah, my son is not military. He acts like I trained him militantly, but I did used to be in JROTCs too. So that probably, and a drill team. So it probably was a little bit a combination of all of that. And then growing up with a grandfather that was in the military and uncles too. So a lot of that kind of militant type training probably came from inherently not even realizing that it came from being surrounded by people who were military.
A different it's a different generation, and parenting was different. I feel like I still was raised in that generation, not this new, whatever this is. So you're carrying it through because you got 28 years. So you got to, so but you're bridging all generations with a style of parenting that's more disciplined. So I wanted to say welcome into Sirius S, a Virgo, and Cruz Bolero. Welcome, welcome. And also just enjoying stuff. A new connection is trying to get to 50 subs. Just enjoying stuff. All right. Let's see here. Let's continue questions here. There's 5 questions with the source with special guest Yolanda Britt of Britt Family Fun. We're getting a little bit into the family fun. I've got some more topics here. I guess so. When you tell us about channel, and then what we can expect from your channel and such. There's a lot more of the subjects, like there's family fun, there's cooking, the getting fit part, exercising. There's the with the facts, the shorts that he does, regular live streams, and yeah, being a autistic mom, and
Yeah.
yeah, just
Lives
like
are what I love. Lives
oh,
are definitely something that I love to do because, you get a chance to kind of chat and share your life. And I love having very candid moments. I don't sit and write out like what I'm going to talk about. I just come on and I just let my heart guide me on what's going to happen on that live today. I have, and I know I don't plan, and I'm not trying to pull on nobody's heartstrings. If I come on here and I cry, it's not because I'm trying to be fake or phony or anything. It's just real tears in that moment. I've gotten on live, we've cried together, we've laughed together, we've shared our lives with one another here. It's always very candid and very, I call it impromptu, and that's how I am even on other platforms. It's always impromptu lives, and I just share whatever comes. I think one day I was shocked when I on this platform somebody came on, they were looking for their child who had been lost, and they asked me to pray with them, and I was like, listen here, don't play with me. I don't play when it comes to prayer, and so don't come on faking about things that you want prayer for, because I'm not the type of person that's going to be like, oh, well, I'm going to play with you when I get off this live. No way, no how. We're going to pray now, because you get off and your day, the kids start cutting up or you got to do something, then you forget. And that's a person that's gone without that prayer for the day. So thank you. So, I've had people pop on there and say, "Hey, please, can you pray for me?" Which was unexpected. And sometimes it does like, oh my God. In the moment in my head, I'm like, Lord, please help me. Let me know what to say to this person in this prayer at that moment. So I love the impromptu ness of it because it's just raw and genuine, and it is what it is. Do I want to learn how to edit and do all of that kind of stuff and make cutesy fancy videos with edits? I would love to, you know, um, get into that. Right now, I don't know how to, but it's I'm not open, not open. I can learn. I'm saying it's never too late. You can learn. Is it? I'm older. I can't do all that stuff. Yes, you can. Even if you just learn a little teeny bit, that's a start. It's better than no start at all. So
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so yeah, your channel. What else? So you got the shorts with the professor. Tell us more about those. The facts. What are those? What are those about?
the facts are generally just I've been telling him look for things that are trending.
Right.
Trending facts, whether it's facts about animals, plants, people, places. I think one time he did some facts on the Netherlands. He did facts about all kinds of different countries. I try to look for facts, like I said, that are very trending for him in choice. And sometimes I do write them, but affectionately, knowing the professor like I do, he'll say, okay, mom, thank you, but I'm going to find my own.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, I'll keep these for another day. You know what I mean? And then every once in a while, all depends on the mood that Solomon is in. He'll say, can I look for some facts too? To do. And it's nothing, he just looks for them. I just tell him find trending facts. I'm like, if today you want to do a country or a plant or a flower or a famous person, like during Black History Month, I
Yeah.
found some African American millionaires and over, and everything, and he just, I feel like it's built his confidence,
Yeah.
along the way. Hi, Hudson on Mission.
Hey.
Um, you know, that's why the whole thing started. It was just on a whim during the pandemic because we were in the house for years. You know what I mean? And I was like, hey, let's get out here and let's give it a go. I think I saw Peach McIntyre. Some people familiar with her. She's a very famous content creator. She's on almost all the platforms now, but she gets on and she tells her story about how she started from food stamps and WIC and all kinds of things like that to 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 not just being a content creator. She has her own website where she has multiple business off of those
Mm.
yet. So I was just sharing that. That's what started me getting him to share the facts. I think on IG and TikTok we have two shorts there that are over 35, 36,000, and that caught us both by surprise because one of those facts was like
Wow.
a group of, I don't know, it may not be exactly, so I'm just kind of making it up. It's like a group of squirrels is called a ferret. It was something just so off and crazy. Next thing you know, I look up, I'm like, dude, it's 35.6K views on that video. And he's like, Mom, you're kidding. And that same thing happened like on IG. I didn't say it was viral because it didn't happen fast enough. You know what I mean? I understand the dynamics of how fast it has to happen before it could be considered viral. But in our heart, we're like, honey, you did the viral thing, with your facts. So people get really, really excited, when he does the facts. And I'm grateful that, people they're learning from him and they enjoy them.
Yeah. Welcome to Check MP. Welcome Hats on a Mission as well. Also, so yeah, let's talk a little bit about more like your cooking. How about your cooking on your channel?
Oh my gosh. So I love to cook. I think where growing up, that's what I was around a lot. Like my mom cooked everything. My grandma cooked. My auntie, she loved cakes, and so and then back then they taught you little cooking in school. I'm 54, and so I have no shame in saying that. Then, we had stuff in school like home economics, and I didn't realize how far back the bug of cooking bit me a long time ago. Because I always grew up around it. Both my grandmothers cooked, my dad cooked before he passed. Everybody, I mean, a lot of people I was around cooked. I'm the type of person, even though it hasn't happened in a while, I'm the type of person where I could. dream about it, and wake up and come down to, because once I hit it in my head, it's like, okay, let me go to the cabinet and see what I have. You know what I mean? And see if I have all the things that I want to do like I saw it in my head. And just a quick example, I think one that when we were gathering more often as a family, my mom said, do whatever you do with Cornish hens. Fine. So honestly, went to sleep that night, didn't expect it, had a dream about it, woke up, and I executed it. I did Cornish hens, and I used like oranges and stuff like that in the base as a marinade for it. And then I stuffed the Cornish hens with like apricots and golden raisins and celery and a few other things that I had. And my mother was like, where's the recipe? I was
Mhm.
like, what are you talking about? She was like, the Cornish hens you did, where did you find that at? I said, in my head. She said, stop playing. I was like, Mom, I'm serious. I dreamt about that 3 nights ago. And I just did it. There, I said, you're looking for a recipe. And it was in my head. That's what I did. And my oldest, my 27-year-old, even said, Mom, you're gonna have to start writing stuff down. Stuff that you can pass along, to us, when you're no longer here anymore. It's not that he's preparing for me to go. He's just saying, I would love to have some things written down, so that you can so I can have it to pass it along, to my kids and everything when I get older. So cooking is just something that I love. It's I don't do it every day. Like Chef Hit Dice, boy, he cooks every day, almost 7 days a week. He's always in the kitchen. I'm like, I don't think who gonna eat all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I can't. I don't have that much to cook like that. But
Yeah. So,
I
so
do really love to cook. I love to, and I don't consider myself like some big professional baker or nothing. I just cook in the moment. If I see something, I'm like, well, let me try that. Let me see if I could tweak that. Let me see if I could alter this, and then I'll like give it a go. But cooking is just one of my happy places. I don't know. I love it. It gives me a place where I can feel um creative. That's
yeah, beautiful. Yeah. Now you got to jot it down. You got a little cookbook in the works too. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh man, yeah, you've got some. As soon as my the way I think is like as soon as however the universe takes care of the financial side of things, if this is what we're meant to do, then it's like okay, I can spend this many hours working with my book writing coach. I could spend this many hours working with my, the different tracks of the things you're creating. Oh, I need my producer.
yeah,
I get fit with Brit line of content and products and all that sort of stuff. Like, and then your schedule just becomes that. Like you just pencil in these different appointments and the money. We're getting there. Oh, I did want to talk about that. So the money side of things. So you are beginning to share more often your businesses, side hustles, businesses. Can tell us
yeah.
about some.
Hold on, just 1 second. 1 second.
Go ahead.
How can I do this? Hold on.
All right, let's see. Welcome, Boogie Time. Thanks for being here. Raw Footage is here. Lee Cole, thanks for being awesome in the chat. Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle, you rock.
I
You back?
apologize. I apologize. I had food in the oven. I had food in the oven. I just wanted my child to pull it out the oven for me.
Nice, nice, good, good. So the money side of things. So you're working on sharing out your businesses, Sparkly Expressions, the barn branding,
Red
and all.
Barn Candles, Sparkly Expressions, and Red Barn Candles and Gifts. I've been with both of those now for the past maybe like 2 or 3 years. And honestly, I was just going to say, forget it. I'm done. Close them up. I don't want to do it anymore. Why? Because I was just frustrated, not getting any hits. I'm posting on other platforms, sharing my links, doing this, doing that. And it was just like, I'm like, even if I can't, I guess the reason why, because it made me feel like even if I can't financially support some people by buying products right now at this point, um, I will share people's business. I will tell people to go and purchase a book from Slim Jim,
Yep.
or go and get your juicer from Lala, or go, juicer or in from Lala and the Queen, and or go do this, go to that. And I was like, nah, why can't I get anybody to do this? And then one day I gotta shout them out. Blissfully Renee, um, she was like, don't you dare do that. Don't you dare quit your businesses. Don't let them go. And next thing you know, she was like, hey, I placed an order on your website and I'm about to do another one. And then I'm smack my own hand because she even did a unboxing of getting something
Oh,
off of my website. And
cool.
it really was encouraging to me. I was just like, oh my God. She was like, don't you lose hope, And even Queen Alchemy, she was like, listen, talk about it. Talk about it every day. And I'm like, if I'm talking about it every day here, I got to start talking about it on other platforms too to get it done. And Candy K, doing the Get Fit with Brit segment with the weighted hoop. She was like, girl, you better get an affiliate link.
Yep.
Never thought about it. Okay. All this time I've had it since a year now and never even thought about an affiliate link. But guess what? I have an affiliate link for my weighted hoop. It's in my description. And also I have the links there for Red Barn Candles and Gifts and High Budget
Good.
and Sparkly Expressions. Red Barn Candles and Gifts, we have a variety of everything. We have a lot of seasonal gifts. We have jewelry. We have those nail design things that you can just put on your nails for the ladies. And it's just not for ladies, the website, it's for dudes too. You know what I'm saying? We have the little what is it? Oh, what do you call them? Flask. We have flask on our site. We have seasonal reefs. We have table toppers. We have dips and sauces that you can buy the dry pack too, and then finesse it whatever way you want to make it fit according to your taste buds or whatever. It's so much on there. The sparkly expressions, um, I'm not saying that there's not men things on there, but it's a lot of things for ladies, brooches, earrings, bracelets, and all of that kind of thing. Um, and so that's pretty much what it is. I'm just gaining the confidence to talk about it more. Queen Alchemy's like, listen, every time you get on the line, whether it's in the beginning or the end, talk about the websites, direct them to those links. You know what I'm saying? Let them know, get the word out, talk to them constantly, constantly, constantly. And we also have the wall warmers that plug up into the wall that you can put awesome that you can put a soy tarts in it that just melts that you drop in like a cube for the ones that plug in the wall and then for the ones that sit on the table. Um um you drop like two cubes in those and they make it lasts for hours. And so um I'm grateful for that encouragement through Blissfully Renee for saying, hey, I placed an order and don't you get discouraged, don't give up on it. So that's grateful. And then being encouraged to do the affiliate link. And I was like, oh my God, I have pop fit pants. I
Mm-hmm.
have at least 5 pair of those. I was
Yep.
like, oh my God, I can go to pop fit and see what I can do for a link for those.
And the
So
15th
yeah.
outfit, if that's on Amazon, the Juneteenth outfit, you could put that. So the thing about the Amazon affiliate program with the links is you
Yeah.
put the everywhere you put it. And then if anyone clicks on that link and then if they buy anything within a certain amount of time after clicking your link, you get credit. You get a percentage. So
And so
so
that's why I was so excited for that recommendation because I just never thought I was like, oh my God, I have
yep,
she fit sports bras, you
yep,
know. I'm like, oh my God, I can start, incorporating all this into it. And it's just, I never thought about it. You don't know what you need until it's sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? You could have never told me I would have been on YouTube doing somebody's interview at all. You would have never told me that I was going to end up having an affiliate link. I mean, that next day, I did not go live until probably 9 o'clock that night because my son, the professor, and me were sitting and I had another friend all the way in Florida sitting there with me on the phone because I was getting frustrated trying to help me get this link up. So it's I appreciate the encouragement, the people who who bought Candy K, uh got a weighted hoop. And
Yeah.
so it's just encouraging, it's inspiring. And then once I get to the place where I have more income coming in from these different resources, then I could say, hey, Slim Jim, let me get one of those comics, or or go get that juicer,
There you go.
go back and put the hula hoop link on every single video
In
and
your.
put it in the screen. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you. So, it's everybody's always dropping really helpful gems. And I love that about this community. We don't have a bunch of gatekeepers here. We have genuine people who want to see you. I kept saying to somebody, I said, y'all, what on a live, I believe. I said, what if we woke up, went to
Yep.
sleep at night, and woke up in the morning and you was at 10,000? Like, how would you handle that? If you went to sleep at night, woke up in the morning, and bam, you was at 10,000 subs already,
Yep.
about to be mailed your plaque for YouTube. Like, I want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to cheer for everybody. I don't care if you're at 5 or if you're at 5,500. I'm going to cheer at you if you're just at 1, because guess what? One's going to turn into 10. 10 is going to turn into 50, 50, and so on. And so, thank you so much, enjoying. Thank you. Um, it really is inspiring. It's like a flame. We all like flames under each other to say, "Hey, you can do it." I hope she don't mind, but I'm gonna put her out there real quick.
Okay.
Um, with Pretty Heart Conqueror, she goes, "I don't have any talents." I'm girl, stop. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You can Ain't nobody out here can say they don't have anything that they can't do. If talking is what you do, then guess what? That is your gift. You know what I'm saying? If writing poetry or helping people put together business ideas or whatever it is, everybody has something, that they do, that they're good at. Like Chip Lowe, Are You Locked In? He brings everybody together. So there is something, whether you realize it or not, that you can do. You have a contribution. So,
Shout out to Miss Lee. Welcome, welcome. Also, so with Yolanda, Brit Family Fun here.
yeah.
So your YouTube journey, I know it says 2015, but you'll tell us more about. So like, has it been? You've got like almost 1,000 subs now. You've got almost 2,000 videos now, and almost 200,000 views. You'll be hitting that million views. Yeah, yeah, it's coming. So
Mhm.
tell us your YouTube journey. Has it been challenging? What's it been like?
It has been challenging. In the beginning, I just decided, hey, let me try this. It was the pandemic. I heard people talking about money and things that they were making from starting it. But for me, it's more than money. I really want to build some awesome, genuine friendships, kind of like when Nemo 504 and went and visited with Mama Bowman and also Ravishing and Luciana. They got together. I would love to be able to have times where I'd be able to go visit and do some things like that. In the beginning, I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just kind of like, let me give it a try and see where it goes. And I think what happened for me is I think I got to about 300 something subs here. And it just seemed to be sitting, just stuck for a moment, and I didn't understand like the dynamics of how to kind of keep it growing. I really wasn't showing up on lives then and things like that because I don't know, I was just nervous about doing those things. I think Chip Lowe even said it. Fear is false evidence appearing real. So once you overcome those fears, and thank you, Alvin. And so once you kind of get over that, uh, you're like, you know what? I think I can go a little bit further. And again, Rise of Phoenix, hey, what you doing? You got some time? You can go
Mm,
live for a little bit, you know. And she would always, and it's always gentle. She was never like nasty or mean or overbearing. She was just like, you got a few minutes. Let's give it a go. Let's get on live. I'll even come with you this time. And so those things were great encouragers and great motivators for me. And then I did my first interview with Queen Alchemy. You know what I'm saying? I was nervous. You
Mm,
know, I was really nervous. And then she said, I was trying to stop you. I really couldn't stop you, you know? And I just thought I was so tickled. I was so tickled by that. I was so tickled by that. He won't see it for the next 2 weeks. Okay, I'm on the interview right now. He won't see that for the next 2 weeks. He won't see a video game. I apologize.
mm,
But
mhm.
um so it was just those bits of encouragement. And the funny thing about me cooking, even though I had cooked, I think on a live years before I even came here consistently, a gentleman, I ain't gonna call his name. He happened to start coming into the lives when me and Rosa Phoenix was there. She's familiar with whom I'm talking about. And he was always say, oh my God, this is so amazing. You really need to start going live and showing your cooking more and da 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 da. And I was like, okay. And I started doing it. And then shortly afterwards, he stopped speaking. Um, but you never know who's gonna come in and kind of push you to that next space, because everybody that comes into your life is not there for long haul. You have seasonal people that
True.
comes in the winter months of your life, or the spring months, or the summer months, or whatever season. There are just certain people that come in. Some are there for the long haul and some are not. You just got to be okay with those people that come in and fall off. They're like tree branches, tree leaves. They come in when the wind blows, they fall off and they blow somewhere else, and plant. Thank you, Miss Lee. And so you just got to learn who your seasonal people are and who your long time people are. Those people that's going to be there, those people are going to encourage you, those people who are going to push you, or even those people who's going to say, hey, that's not like you. Don't act like that. You know what I'm saying? You're better than that. Don't give those people that much, So things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, my brain is all over the place. I'm trying to calm myself down.
Been really, really awesome. If there, let's see, before we go into the rapid fire, is there anything else you would like to share? This is an open space for you to share something.
Um, I just want to take this time to say thank you. Thank you to every content creator, whether big or small, who has came across my page, who has left a word of encouragement, um even to some of the trolls who have been downright evil, because some of them are really nasty, you know what I mean. But I'm grateful because I had people on here that would come on and say, don't let them take you out of character. You know what I'm saying? You're better than this. To every person who has sown time, I mean, it's overwhelming to hear somebody say, I'm driving and I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? That just gets me on my heartstrings. You know what I'm saying? Queen Alchemy is famous for, y'all know her plantation word. I'm at the plantation, but I'm here watching.
Right.
And all of those things are it's so encouraging. You came on like we had known each other for years with Get Fit with Brit, and you were throwing so many ideas out. My head was spinning. I had to sit down when I got off the live, because I was like, "Whoo, this man he just throwing them at me like I was on a football team and it was 100 of y'all standing on the fields going, here you go, here you go, here you go." And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, young man, give me a moment.
That was Nancy and
But
I.
these things, they keep me going. You know what I mean? When I want to say, okay, I had enough of this mess today. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't see me live, you'll at least see me come on and do a long form or two. you
Yes.
know Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. But I just wanted to take this time to say thank you for everyone, whether you've been on my live one day or 100 days. I thank each and every one of you for the time that you put into being there, the encouragement, the gentle nudges, and all of that. Positive crash outs is another sweetie. Y'all need to check her out if you haven't. um So, I really believe that we're stronger together. And this is a clear, it's clear evidence that we're stronger together. You know what I mean? We literally are. I mean, the dimes that you drop, the source, you and your lovely wife are just such an amazing team. And you guys are just a great example of consistency and persistence and motivation and all of those things. It's like having a lot of aunties and uncles, and some of y'all are like mamas, nieces and nephews and things like that. So it's just like gaining a family. For me, it's filling a void. Do I have a family? Yes. My dad is no longer here. I do have two sisters, which I know a lot of you guys did not know. I have two younger sisters. One is 3 years younger than me, and the other one is 4. We are not close. So gaining extra sisterhood, extra aunties, extra ones that's kind of like another mama, are it's like receiving extra gifts that you have to handle with care. And so I appreciate that. I learn a lot from you guys, and I just hope that somehow, some way, that I'm able to bring a smile. I'm able to let someone know that, hey, no matter what you've gone through or what you have been through in your life, that you can make it, and if you don't know about God, try him, because he will help you too. Because people will fail you every single time. I promise, people will fail you. But even when people are not there, God will continue to be. Will God use other people? Yes, he will, because that's just who he is. He will use other people like the source and say, here, this is this idea right here. Use that. He will use Candy K and say, girl, you better open up an affiliate link. He will use a Rising Phoenix and say, girl, if you don't get your butt on this live and stop being scared, he will use whoever he can. Oh, that's the resource you need. Bet. You looking for a job? I got you. It's important to 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 be able to have those things in place, because a lot of people are on camera. They're smiling. They look like nothing is ever wrong. But guess what? Sometimes when people get off this camera, you'll be surprised how many people that come on here are in a fetal position when they get off. You don't know what battles people face when they get off. It ain't always drugs. It ain't always alcohol. Sometimes it could be depression or whatever they're going through. So it's important for me, whenever I come on, to let people know, hey, you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone, because I remember the days of feeling that, So gotcha. So you need to take a break. I understand. So I'll just keep going. But I'm so grateful that each and every one of you here are definitely here. And I have a picture that I always share. If you guys have been on my live, then y'all always see me pull out this. Not always, 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 but I have pulled it out. And what it says, always remember, you are braver than you believe. You are stronger than you seem. You're smarter than you think, and you're loved more than you know. I am not in any way an affiliate for Burlington, but this
Hmm.
is where I got it from, Burlington. And I had it sitting in my room for many, many years. But I started to use that because I think that in each and every one of these phrases here, you can find something that suits you, because a lot of times we don't think we're good enough. We don't think we're smart enough. We think we're too old to do whatever it is that we want to do. But that couldn't be farther than the truth. If you listen to your emotions sometimes, your emotions will lie to you. They will lie to you and tell you're not good enough. They will lie to you and tell you're not worthy. They will lie to you and tell you what you can't do. They will lie to you and say, well, what if people laugh at me? Let them, because somebody's going to love you. Somebody's going to support you. Somebody's going to say, hey, let me click that link and let me support you there. Somebody's going to say, hey, well, let me see what else I can do to help him or her. And so I think community is important. So, the 1,000+ content creator community, Are You Locked In community, the source, and all the other names that we give ourselves as content creators. There's nothing that you can't do. Maybe you didn't see your gifts, but guess what? Most of the time, a lot of us has already functioned in our God given gift. We just didn't know it.
Yeah.
He didn't know it. And so, I mean, I just leave that to say, keep shining, keep going. If you take a break if you want to, but just don't give up. I mean, if we all, it's like the source grabbed my hands and said, come on, this is Get Fit with Brit. Free Alchemy said, girls, keep talking about your business.
Yeah.
Candy K said, let's do this. You know, Rising Phoenix, you can do it.
Mhm.
Just keep talking, keep being yourself. So, I know I said a lot, but that's
Perfect.
just what was
That's
on
great.
my heart.
That's awesome. Welcome into Frank's Tracks. Welcome, welcome. Now we're gonna do the rapid fire round, and then there'll be a
Gotcha.
little bit of space for panelists, maybe a couple people that we both trust that would have a question or a comment, something nice to say to Yolanda. We'll
Sure.
have a little space for that. So
Sure.
thanks. Raw Foodage says, "Loving this interview. I wish there was a love button, not only a like button." That's right. That's right.
God bless you.
Right. Okay, so rapid fire. So I'll say something and then you just answer what comes to mind.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, so Yolanda is
Loving,
loving. Okay. And Brit Family Fun is
inspiring,
inspiring. Okay. Uh, your subscribers are
phenomenal,
phenomenal. All right. One word that describes you.
patient.
Patient. Okay. How about another word that describes Yolanda?
Let's see. I can be a little fiery.
Fiery.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good.
Yeah.
What's one thing that makes you happy?
Oh boy. Seeing my kids grow and accomplish things, no matter how small it is. Like I hadn't seen my daughter in a while, and she's in a group home.
Mhm.
Um, so before I got in the door, she heard my voice and I saw her lean all the way back, like, I know that voice. She was so excited.
Aw.
And that just brought me so much joy because people think, well, you don't see her technically every day. So does she forget you? I was like, I'm her mama. She came from me. She is not going to forget me. She hear my voice. She is going to jump up and down, you know,
Mhm.
So no, like seeing my kids smile in whatever moment that it is, hearing my 27-year-old son say, Mom,
Right.
I'm so grateful that you're proud of me because I work hard like I do because I just want you to be proud. And I was like, it just means so much to me. Seeing a professor be on a dean's list, you know, uh to plowing away when he has study times, when he's in his classes, he plows away like you would not believe. I have to tell this joker, take a break, stand up, do a jumping jack, go drink a cup of water. You've been working for 6 hours, dude. Take a minute. So just seeing them and then seeing my child, my 11-year-old, learning a new language for 5 years, going on 6 years. That's a lot in itself because there are all sorts of challenges that come in with being a bilingual child. So I'm just looking forward to being able to put him in a part where my intro, he's saying hello and a few other things in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? To get him to get confident enough where he'll say, okay, mom, let's figure out how to do this intro. And he comes on and he's speaking in Spanish and inviting people in. And he's excited because even with his new school, he says, Mom, they're going to be teaching me Chinese too. Like, boy,
Wow.
get out of here. What?
I
They're
know.
going to teach you what? So,
What?
to end up possibly get ready to have a multilingual child it
No.
is major,
Yeah.
major,
Mhm.
makes me feel like I'm doing something because sometimes parents we beat ourselves up. Like, have I done all that I should for my kids? Yes, there are a lot more things I want to be able to do financially. And I don't mean, buy them the next, $500 shoe to come out. No, I mean, just expose them to other things like saying, hey, you know what? Next summer, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to go to Hawaii. We're gonna find out what a source in them at. We're gonna let them know we in town so we can go experience, so we can go eat some food in Hawaii or something. I want to be able to say, hey,
Yeah.
2 months from now, we gonna go to Paris. Throw your backpack on. Just bring some essentials and let's go. You know what I mean? I want to be able to do those type of things for my kids. Just to have some genuine. Everything is not always about, hey, you're gonna get a $500 pair of shoes and a $700 watch. No, I want them to have some experiences. They can take some languages. The professor, I've never said it, but the professor has been teaching himself French.
Wow. Impressive.
So,
Yeah. Impressive. Okay. So, what about, let's see here. How about like a couple things about you as a person? So, like, what's like a favorite food of yours?
ooh, let's see. I like seafood, but
Yeah.
chicken because you can do everything with it. It's like a Forrest Gump food, in my opinion.
Yeah. Seafood. Yeah.
Chicken is a Forrest Gump food. You can saute it, you can broil
Up.
it, you can
Yeah.
fry it, you can grill it, you can stuff
Yeah.
it,
Oh,
you
shrimp.
can
Shrimp
do
on the
everything
bob.
um with chicken.
Yeah, that's right. What about like a favorite drink?
Let's see. I am a fan of herbal teas.
Mm, okay.
I mean, I love herbal teas. Now, in the summer when it's 100 plus heat index, you probably won't see me sipping on too much herbal tea, but I do. I love when I'm like, oh, I'm getting low on my herbal teas. I need a new collection.
Yeah.
I do. I love, love, love herbal teas like that. I don't know how I just got into it. I think because I went through a whole uh Starbucks addiction before just with coffee. And I was like, I can't do this no more. So I kind of got bit. Some girls, see some of them teas. I got bit by the herbal tea bug. My son, even now in the summer, he's like, can my big brother make me some tea? I say, dude, it's 90 degrees outside. Well, mom, we're in the AC. I'm not sitting in the heat. Can I have some tea? So yeah, I do. I love herbal teas. There's so many that I haven't had yet as far as the herbal teas, but yeah, if I could say,
Uh,
yep, herbal teas.
let's do a couple of little quick fire ones here, and then we'll
Oh,
go into the panelists. How about I'm going to say a few in a row here, and you just name them off. So, dessert, favorite. How about dessert, and how about favorite musician and favorite sports team? I don't know.
okay, so desserts. Red velvet cake. That's one of my favorites. Red velvet cake and like chocolate, like chocolate cake with chocolate cream cheese ice. And I don't know, I have an affinity for cream cheese. I'm not a big buttercream cream fan. Maybe I just haven't found that buttercream thing that just it's like, yes, I can do it. But yeah, cakes, yeah, red velvet, chocolate, amongst other.
Uh,
Um
musician,
Raw
music,
foodies.
and
I do
music.
have a favorite herbal tea. My favorite herbal tea is a chamomile. I love chamomile.
All
Love
right,
chamomile. That's one of
music,
my favorites.
musician.
One of my favorite. Ooh, oh, there's so many. Well, I'd say Yolanda Adams, and I'm gonna name two more.
Okay.
John P. Key. Uh, these are gospels artists. And oh my God, I can't remember his name. Don't start singing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't start singing.
Mhm.
So Donnie McClurkin. I'll just leave them at those. That's just a few of my favorite gospel artists that I really, 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 really love. You guys would never, never believe if I told you, unless you've been to my lives and I've spilled the beans on it, that growing up, one of my favorite rock and roll bands was Kiss.
Yeah. Wow. Kiss.
Yes, and I love the one that stuck his hand tongue out his mouth. I just it wasn't like crush wise, but I loved Kiss, okay? And what's it? Country music. Garth Brooks. So that was just two throw-ins, but yeah.
Okay. Cool. Last one. I think you said Commanders, but is that your favorite sports team? You like a lot of.
Commanders, yes, Commanders, Commanders, Commanders. Commanders.
Okay.
My son switched for me, my oldest son, because he used to
Football.
my my oldest son grew up Commanders fan as well. And so one of his dear friends took him over to the Raven Stadium. Then he left me high and dry. And now he's a major Raven fan, like true and blue. My 27-year-old, yeah, he loves
Commanders
the
are good.
Ravens
Oh,
all the way.
Commanders are good now. I've been a Browns fan, so it's been rough, but you know. Um, So I dropped the link in the chat for those that want to come on and have something nice to say to Yolanda or a question you want to share on the screen or whatnot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you're listening through Yolanda's channel right now, I'm dropping the link in the chat on my channel here. So I don't know if I could drop it over there too, or let me see if I can do that. I'll try to do that as well. So while we do that, Yolanda, how about let's do a couple more of these. Favorite
Sure.
movie or TV show or movie?
Favorite,
TV.
oh, my favorite series, I didn't even think I would get hooked on, was SWAT.
SWAT. Okay.
And it's a long series. To believe it or not, I have at least watched it twice, maybe even three times. And maybe it's because Shamar Moore, but I did get hooked on SWAT. And one of my favorite movies was The Color Purple.
Yeah. Yeah. Me
The
too.
Color Purple. I mean, always. So when they came out with the musical, I was just enamored because I love musicals. So I love musicals and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Beautiful. Um, okay. What about let's do a fun thing here. I call this shout out quick fire. So, um, name a YouTuber that is funny.
Oh my God. Uh, the Solomon Project, Mr. Richard
Oh,
Burns.
yes.
That
It's
guy,
raunchy hilarious, but yeah.
yes, he is.
Yep, yep. Uh, okay, what about name a YouTuber that you learn from?
Rising Phoenix,
Okay. Okay. What about name a YouTuber that is talented?
Chef Hit Dice,
Chef Hit Dice, yes, indeed. Good cook, good cook. Name a YouTuber that is a genius. Your son.
The Source.
Oh, thank you. No, 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 no. Yeah,
And I'm
how you
not
say
saying that because he's
it?
interviewing me,
Nehemiah?
but
Oh,
you
thank you.
know, I've watched this stuff and I was like, "Oh my gosh, he does a lot." Thank you so much, guys. He
Oh,
really, really, really does. Girl, you need to send me some of them tinctures.
there
Um,
there you go.
some of those tinctures you making.
Yeah, I think your son, he's not a YouTuber. I guess he is. Technically, your whole family is a YouTuber together. So your son's the
Yeah,
genius.
together, yeah.
Nehemiah or Yehemiah? How do you say that? Yeah.
It's Nehemiah, and some people do say
Nehemiah.
Nehemiah, and that's fine with me. But it's
Okay.
Nehemiah. See, I'm saying it like you, but it's fine. It's Nehemiah.
Nehemiah, yeah. Okay. I'm dropping the link again in the chat. If there's anybody that wants to come on here that we both know that would like to say something nice to Yolanda or ask a question, or just hang out with us on screen. We got maybe 11 minutes. Hey, musical kill shots here. It's his day today with the support spin wheel. So everybody check out. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
check out
know
musical.
if Jay from the UK knew he won that, but today is his day, and hopefully a lot of us are visiting him and watching content and sharing some good comments and all that. He's got really good music on there, so check him out.
That's awesome.
I've got more rapid fire stuff here. So, do you like to dance, or do you dance?
I don't as much as I used to. Another fun fact about me is I did take modern dance in school.
Okay.
I have been a part of what you call I can't pronounce it right. The liturgical dance team. I was in that ministry at my church for a while. We had the whole get up, the gear, the liturgical gear, the flags, the you name it, that type of stuff. I haven't done those things in quite some time. But when I hear certain music, I see dance. So I just don't do it like I used to.
Right, right, understandable. Um, what about like a favorite? Okay, how about traveling? Where have you traveled to? Like favorite places, and where would you love to go to? You named some of them already, so
I've been to Miami and I've been to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, not a Providence, Rhode Island, not a whole lot of major places, but I do have some big dreams for places that I would love to visit. Of course, Hawaii, and I do want to visit Jamaica. I want to visit Paris. Um, and uh I want to go to Ghana, Africa, and I want to visit Nigeria because I want some of that good Nigerian lace and I want some
mm,
head wraps and I want to see if I can get somebody to make me some sexy earrings that don't nobody got so I can come and rock them while I'm on YouTube.
yeah.
you know, and
Yes,
so things like that. Yeah, I definitely want to. I want to see the world. I like I said, it's my dream to be able to tell my kids to grab a backpack, just put a few essentials in it, and let's go. We'll buy suitcases on the way back.
wow, wow,
So it's my dream to be able to do that. I want to be able to maybe one day meet Chef Gordon Ramsay. I don't
wow.
want him to cuss me out or nothing like that, but I want to be able to, just meet him and sit in his presence and maybe even taste some of his food and
Yeah,
meet what is it? Andrew Zimmerman. He used to
Zimmer.
do bizarre foods for those who don't know about Andrew Zimmerman. And I used to love watching that crazy man uh, do some of the weirdest things or eat some of the weirdest things when it came to food. Now, I'm not eating no cow placenta or nothing like that, but I would love to meet him, you know,
Right. Uh,
among other people.
welcome to L's Endeavors, and welcome to Fever Dream Animations here as well. Welcome. Appreciate y'all being here. And we also have a special guest in the back room, someone we both know, and we'll give him a couple minutes to share his Rudy things. Rudy loves doing Rudy things, so we'll let him. Rudy, when you come on here, make sure your background noise is not there, and make sure that you say some nice things to Yolanda. And maybe you have a question for Yolanda. Let's see what Rudy has to say. Let's see what Rudy has to say. And then if somebody else wants to come on here, we'll make room for y'all as well. So first, here we go. Rudy Iraheta, Autism, Homestead.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Rudy,
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Oh, good. I'm still with my challenges. I'm nearly done with the challenge.
You're doing a
Nice.
great job. Keep up the good work, okay?
Uh,
Oh, okay.
I can barely hear him though.
Yeah. Tricky.
Um, But I've been asking you, how's everything been? And have you heard that that does Yolanda drives a '53 Honda?
I didn't hear everything he said. I don't want to miss it.
Said, did you Yolanda drives a 53 Honda.
That rhymes. I don't even have a car right now, but
Okay.
that definitely rhymes and that's cute. Cause
Yeah,
listen, they
Yolanda
made some
likes
good they
to
they made good
know.
cars back then, Rudy. So thank you for that.
So,
Uh-huh.
how was your life back in '53, Yolanda?
I wasn't born in 53. I was born in 70,
Okay.
1970 to be exact. So I can
70, what
only
month?
speak on the 70s.
Which month?
What
Which
month?
month?
Your birthday? What month?
Oh, okay. October.
October. Me
Oh,
too.
wow. And Big Jack is
I'm an
born in
October
that
baby.
same. Yeah, Big Jack is born in that same year
Oh.
in December.
Oh wow.
Yep, I remember that. I remember seeing Big Jack, and he is born in December. Yes, he's also another awesome content creator. Shout out to Big Jack.
Yeah, and I know Starbright is born in that same year in '70, except he's
Mm.
born in she's born in September, and Gilbert Arsenica is born in August of '70.
Who?
Gilbert Arsenica.
Mm.
I don't even know who that is.
Neither.
Yeah, he uploads videos from
Oh.
the '90s using with his camcorder. He recorded it. You want me
I,
to type in
You're
the
so
name
smart.
Gilbert
Goodness, I
Arsenica?
wish I was that smart.
Rudy, do you still ask people to count, or what's going on?
Bro, yeah, I do. But I already got Echo's handwriting. Oh,
Okay.
oh, Canadian.
How is Rudy doing these days? We got 4 more
Bro,
minutes.
so
If
bien.
anyone else wants to come on, they can. But Rudy, how are you doing today?
Oh,
These
here goes.
days?
Oh, oh, my mom's here. I don't want my
Oh,
mom to know.
all right. I'm gonna take you off the screen. Thank you. See you later, bud.
Thank you, Rudy.
Mhm.
Thank you, Rudy. Appreciate you, dear.
Yeah, good guy. What a good guy.
Yeah, Rudy's so cool.
Yeah, so we got a couple minutes left. If anybody else wants to hop on here, but you want to say some things, Yolanda, shout out anybody or anything, or
I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful for this moment. Um the interview was really really great and it's an encouragement for me. You guys, each and every one of you uh impact my life in different ways. I learned so much. Days where I want to give up or I don't feel like it, um one of you guys are in my pit ahead. As a thought would pop up, you know what I'm saying. We have so many awesome resources here, like Coach Sherry will teach you how to tap into things within your community. Whether it's expanding your portfolio and going to get extra training and things like that. Coach Mean Reen, she's gonna get you together with fitness, just like Lala and Juice and Queen Alchemy. Has so many things that she does. The source, he really does. He brings communities together. Chip Low, um, he is bringing the Are You Locked In and Beyond movies. And hey, my friend Sam Gloves, listen, Sam, let me just say to you, buddy, I'm so sorry I could not come on here and wear the gloves. My queendom today did not feel like rocking the gloves. Why said he made a lay, and I almost thought it was a lay full of gloves.
it's my leg gloves. Where are my leg
And
gloves?
I wasn't able to put them on today, but know that I appreciate you showing up here. He got the cow ears. Um, I appreciate you showing up here and even stopping in. That it means a lot to me. Listen, I told Sam, I said, listen, I would love for you to be able to start practicing staying beyond people just having gloves on. I believe it's something that is obtainable. And we all love you. And I know I have worn gloves quite a few times for Mr. Sam. but I told him I know he can do it. And sometimes come on, show some love. Because me and Rosin Phoenix, she has worn gloves on her glasses. We have worn gloves for 2 hours on a live.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
so
That's cool.
shout out to Sam Gloves. I love
Yes.
that. Hey,
Welcome.
aloha. I love it.
Welcome to well, there was somebody else. Galaxy Gal is here. Welcome, Galaxy Gal. We're just closing this thing down. So final statements. Thanks everybody for being here. 5 questions with the source. Special guest Yolanda Britt of Britt Family Fun. Just been a joy. You did a really great job. Your
Thank
kids are
you.
all great, awesome,
Thank
cooking and
you.
all the things you do. And next Saturday, well, first of all, tomorrow we've got the support spin wheel, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Be there early, get on the wheel, and win your own day in which everybody in your community is encouraged to come support your channel. And then next Saturday will be a model Lori Ann. 2 hours later than normal, so 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. So
Gotcha.
but yeah, thanks so much. Have a great day and weekend, and we'll just keep moving forward. Keep doing this.
Yes, you guys are awesome. See you guys again next time.
Aloha. Bye, everybody. We got in the comments, real quick before we go, we got a
Sure.
beautiful interview, real very joyful from Raw Footage, and we've got celebrate Diamond the Sticks, of course, and bye from Galaxy Gal and Positive Crash Outs and Fever Dream, great
Yes,
stream.
positive crash outs. Please send me some of them tinctures, girl.
Do it. My life just came in. Welcome, welcome. All right, bye, Pretty Heart Conquer. Bye, Diamond the Sticks. Bye, Pretty Heart Conquer. Bye, Musical Kill Shot. Okay. Bye, Fever Dream. Okay, everybody. Have a great one. Aloha. Bye for now.
Aloha, everybody. Bye bye.